Hey YouTube world, this is Sean. I'm going to do a quick video rant on the situation regarding creation and the universe. Typically religious people, what they'll do is they'll start off with this whole argument about if you stumble upon the building, you know there's a builder. If you stumble upon a painting, you know there's a painter. Or if you see a bunch of rocks formed up with letters on it, then you know some kind of intelligent design had to do it. And so then they go into the final result, which is that this universe, they'll say, is a creation. That means there had to be a creator who did the creating, and then they'll go from there to say that it was God, and then from there specifically say it was my God, whether it be Allah, the Yahweh, the Christian God, Jesus, whatever it may be. And I think here is a false connection, and the first initial problem of this argument, which is there's a false connection to the term creation and to the term universe. And this forces the other false idea, of course, that there is a creator, which then leads on down the road again to a God, and a particular one depending on where you're coming from. To me, saying that the universe is a creation assumes knowledge of the universe being an effect that requires some kind of cause, which of course religious people usually say is a first cause, which winds up being God of some type. Now let's compare these scenarios. And I'm going to use the example of the building and the builder. In that scenario, I can conclude to a formula that the building, of course, had the builder within my ability. You know, my ability to observe, to examine, to see, to hear, to test, to actually see the creation of the building itself by the builder take place, allows me to have the capability so that way when I see a building, just in some random place, I can say, look what the builder has done. Now, again, I have knowledge of the building and of the builder. I can understand both how the building is created, and then I can also understand the builder's ability to build the building. See what I mean? Now, Christians and religious people alike assume, and I'm using that big word, assume, their knowledge of both the universe and of God. Now, their knowledge of the universe does not come from true experience. In other words, their knowledge of the universe does not come from observation from when the universe started. It doesn't come from examination. It doesn't come from testing. It doesn't come from seeing everything of the universe. It doesn't come from having been there at the beginning of the universe. No. This also goes for God and His characteristics. Now, they don't have no knowledge of that either from having observed God or this creator. They haven't examined God, tested God or this creator. No. All these things are assumed from a book that they claim to be of God, which speaks of God claiming to have done what He done. So that's where they get their attributes from, of God, not from personal witness and examination. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that no one has the knowledge of the universe, enough knowledge to dictate that indeed the universe is an effect that's the result of a cause, and specifically a first cause such as God. Now, even if the universe is indeed an effect as a result of something, no one also possesses the knowledge capable of saying or believe to assume to have known what that cause is and how it operates. No one knows. Now, of course, religious people claim and assume they know and act like they know. But religious people do not get this again from true experience, true knowledge, which is observation and examination and whatnot. They don't possess this information, this data, to say that they know exactly what the cause was. No. What they do have is their holy books that points to the cause being a personal God, as described by the various holy books out there. You pick and choose whichever one you want. Now, in all honesty, we as humans barely know about the universe to begin with. Now, we know a little something about the mysteries of the black hole, but we're still trying to figure that out. We have some knowledge about energy in the universe, the galaxies, the solar system, the planets and whatnot, our sun, other stars or suns out there. But, I mean, come on. We as mankind hasn't even stepped off this planet and onto another one yet, let alone their claim that we know the inner workings of this universe. We barely are coming together to figure out our own planet, let alone the vast universe. Now, regarding this God or creator or first cause, we have no knowledge about beyond these various books that are claimed to be from this creator, from this first God, that speaks of him doing this. And that's all religious people have. And they bet their claims on that. I mean, in all honesty, no one has the tools, the data, the experiences, or the information to determine that the universe is indeed an effect. For all we know, the universe can be its own cause. Now, of course, the argument from religious people are that somehow universe and time and all these other things had to be an effect of a cause. But that cause is outside the limits of the effect. In other words, time had to have a beginning, but the creator time didn't have a beginning. The universe had to have a start, but not the creator. And the creator is outside time, but the universe cannot be outside time. And all these various things, which basically they go one more step further than what atheists do. Because like I said, they make all these laws that I don't know where they get them from. I don't know how they're proven to be true. That somehow the universe is incapable of being any same characteristics that they give to this creator. Anyhow, my next question would be to everybody, pretty much, and I would like to hear some comments of what exactly is the universe? What is it? I mean, do we really know what it is? I mean, I know for the most part we speak about the term loosely, universe, and we get in to think about galaxies and solar systems and planets and asteroid belts and other stars and things out there, but do we really know what the universe is? Does the universe carry a definition? Does it even have any boundaries? Now, it's funny because, of course, religious people give their gods the attributes of being all-powerful and all-eternal. And it's just so happening that it seems like the universe is all-eternal and all-powerful. Interesting. Anyway, in all honesty, we see the effects within the universe. Of course, we see that. And then to some degree, with our knowledge and information we have, we can kind of break down the cause of those effects, such as stars being born, stars dying, planets being born, and all these different things, and the black holes and whatnot. We can kind of break those down. But there are effects within the universe. But as far as the universe being an effect itself, no one possesses the true knowledge that they want to be honest with themselves to say that they know for a fact the universe is an effect of something else being a cause. I don't think so. There is a cause to this effect, which is this universe. Who in the world has the information and knowledge to stake a claim as to say they know exactly what the cause was, as if they were there when they seen the cause do what it do to create this effect? It makes no sense. I mean, how does that all of a sudden from there go into a specific God out of all the thousands of gods that have been claimed throughout human history? Or you also got the deist position that is just some deity of some sort, I guess, some intelligent energy that has created this, but has no personal part in this universe, as the religious people claim. I mean, who knows what the cause is? We barely know what the universe is. I mean, I'd like to see somebody answer really to that. What is the universe itself to begin with? To know that it's an effect, like looking at a building or looking at a painting, where it's obvious that that's an effect of what somebody else has done. Now, I know out there's that Big Bang theory that some say created the universe. From its explosion or whatever, the universe came about. Now, who's to say that the Big Bang actually wasn't something that was within the universe that brought about the effects that we see within the universe? Who's to say? I mean, it's fascinating when you really sit back and think about it. The universe, I mean, it's without borders that we know of. And then, even on top of that, scientists go about wondering about other universes that exist. Isn't that amazing? I mean, the universe is vast. How can somebody claim to know for a fact that the universe has to be an effect versus being its own cause? Well, that was my rant for today. Might not have been as coherent as my other videos. This is kind of a rant. I just kind of thought about these things as I was sitting here chilling inside my house, and I figured I'd go ahead and share it with you. But anyway, I'm Sean, and you folks out there in the YouTube world, have it easy.